Hello and welcome everyone. Today's video features the Prins van Oranje, the new Tier 10 Dutch premium cruiser. Now it's described in game as Year of Design 1947, evolving from Project 1047. This battlecruiser emerged in the late 1930s to confront the Japanese Navy in the Pacific Ocean. Prins van Oranje featured a distinctive armament set. Her main battery was represented by 12 234mm guns in 3 quadruple gun turrets. The main battery guns were built based on British technology, highlighting the close collaboration between Great Britain and the Dutch Navy during World War II. Now the Prins van Oranje is a work in progress, so there is no gameplay, but we'll go through the complete ship stats from start to finish. I will update the pinned message when we have more details on the resource cost and when gameplay is available. So make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and not miss out on any future updates. When I know more, I will update that message. I'm going to start with the artillery, as this seems to be the main pulling point and most people are interested in this. So Prins van Oranje gets 12 of these 234mm guns, already stated in 3 of these quadruple gun turrets. Now with this build, I will quickly show you the build. I'm just using accuracy and reload mod for faster reload. Here are the captain skills. Nothing really influences reload except adrenaline rush when you're in game. So let's take a closer look at this main battery. They can rotate 180 degrees in 22.5 seconds. They have a max dispersion of 147 meters and a max firing range of 18.1 kilometers. Now these guns can fire both high explosive and armor piercing. The shell speed for both is 841 meters per second. The high explosive damage is 3,350 with 24.5% fire chance. That is utilizing both of the fire flags. The armor penetration is 39mm and the armor piercing damage on entering the citadel can inflict a max damage of 5,750. So quite spicy guns. Moving to the secondary battery, Prins van Oranje gets 6 of these dual mounted 120mm guns, so 12 in total, 6 dual mounted turrets. These have a 2.7 second reload, a base firing range of 7.7 kilometers, firing high explosive shells. They can inflict a max damage of 1700 with a 9.5% fire chance. They have a shell speed of 820 meters and they can penetrate 20mm of armor. So these are the secondary battery guns. 234 main battery and 120mm for the secondaries. So let's take a look at the Prins van Oranje's armor layout. We can see here a 4-end plating, 25mm, a nice icebreaker bow of 40mm. The main deck armor is 30. The casemate armor is 40mm. We get a 30mm plating of torpedo protection. This over the belt armor of 225mm. And the aft end plating is 25mm. Turret, get a frontal plate of 229, top plate 120, side plate 127, and a rear plate of 178. And the superstructure plating is all 16mm. Here is the citadel, a Warship of 200mm at the front. The citadel deck armor is 30mm, 40mm citadel plate here, and the Warship on the stern is 200mm. Now we can see it is slightly raised above the waterline, but only so slightly. That is the Citadel. That ties into the survivability, 51,900 hit points, and a torpedo protection damage reduction of 25%. This is further reinforced by having 4 repair parties. Additional consumables include defensive fire, you get hydroacoustic search, 3.5 for torpedoes, and 5 kilometers for ships. Prins van Oranje gets a modified airstrike. These are HE bombs. You get 2 attack flights. Now these have quite a slow reload time of 136 seconds. Again, as stated, 2 available flights. These aircraft have 12 aircraft per attacking flight, each dropping 7 bombs. They have a maximum operational range of 15 kilometers, which is 2 kilometers further than, say, the Gouden Leeuw. So 7 bombs in payload with a max bomb damage of 8,500. And these can penetrate 46 millimeters of armor with a very high fire chance of 50%. So these are quite nasty airstrikes, albeit with a much slower reload than, say, the Gouden Leeuw. Moving to the depth charges, these are ship dropped depth charges. They have a max damage of 5,000, 2 charges, 4 bombs per charge, and they have a reload time of 40 seconds. When it comes to AA defense, Prins van Oranje gets a rating of 91. Now, Prins van Oranje has 12 of these single mounted 40mm. Here primarily to be seen here on the superstructure. 12 of these 40mm, and the secondary battery are dual purpose. These 6 twin mounted 120mm guns, which we've already looked at. So 12 of these and 12 of 40mm. All combined, they pump out a continuous average damage of 454, the vast majority of which is medium range, as you can see the values here on screen. Prins van Oranje can fire 8 shell explosions per flak salvo. They have a hit probability of 90%, and the action zone is in that long range zone between 3.5 and 6 kilometers. A priority sector reinforcement of 85%, and a firing range, max firing range of 6 kilometers. Moving to the Prins van Oranje's maneuverability. That's just for clarification. This is the base speed, 33.5, 35.2 with the Sierra Mike signal flag. A turning circle radius of 790 meters, and a rudder shift time of 10.1 seconds. I am using the steering gears mod here for enhanced rudder shift. So finally, but not least, stats wise, a concealment rating of 65. This is utilizing both concealment system upgrade and the captain's skill concealment expert. So we can max out the concealment at 10.3 kilometers. You will be detected by enemy surface ships. Enemy submarines and enemy aircraft will both spot you at 7.5 kilometers. So this is the brand new premium Dutch heavy cruiser, the Prins van Oranje, at tier 10. Now with a slower reload on the Airstrike, it seems to be more focused on the main battery and using your airstrikes as a support weapon. So this is an early preview of the Prins van Oranje. I hope you enjoyed this video and provided you some useful information. As I stated earlier, when we have an idea what the resource cost will be and when gameplay is available, I will update this video with new content. So make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to not miss out on any future updates. If you'd like to see some live gameplay, feel free to come over and visit me on Twitch. You can see the link here on screen. I look forward to seeing you all.